A lot of people have been asking the question, what do we do? People are feeling terrified. They're feeling rightly oppressed by the state. They're worried about their freedom. They're worried about the future. They're terrified about the future of the country. And I want to make a few suggestions when people are asking what we can do. Well, keep calm and carry on is one of the things I'm going to suggest. But also there's things that we can do to try and mitigate what I think the government will do next. I predict, this is going to go out on YouTube and on Twitter, but I predict that YouTube will probably come under a massive amount of pressure to start censoring videos from people that are perceived to be far right. So that's something to think about, but considering everybody to the right of Nick Clegg is now considered, actually no, everybody to the right of Jeremy Corbyn is now considered to be far right, including his brother Piers. So what I suggest we do is this. As you know, I've said this many times before on the channel. First of all, if you're watching these videos and you're not subscribed, like and subscribe to the channel, because it's really important that you show support for what I'm doing. It gives you a little bit more, not leeway, but it means that YouTube are going to look on you a little bit more favorably. If there's a lot of favorable comments, there's not a lot of animosity, and basically there's a good subscription base. I don't get any money for my videos. I got demonetized in 2018. I don't think I'll ever get remonetized, certainly not on this channel. But let's build up this base as much as we possibly can, and have a really strong channel with a lot of subs on it, and maybe that will go some way to mitigating what YouTube do best, which is cancelling people. Also, go across, I'm going to drop the links into all this in the description below. Go across to my Twitter page. Again, it's building up slowly. Do you know what? After we all got cancelled in 2018, I never bothered with social media. I just gave up on it. But again, YouTube's growing fairly well for me. Twitter's growing fairly well. I've got about 10,000 subs on Twitter, 23,000 on YouTube. So it's going in the right direction. That's really all happened in the last 6 months, 8 months. So there has been some growth, and again, I've been posting quite consistently. Again, that can change very quickly. It shouldn't change because I'm not breaking any of the YouTube conditions. I'm very careful about that I don't say anything that can be deemed to be hate speech by their rules, because there's no point in doing that, because you just lose your channel. And I don't think I've ever said anything hateful on any of my channels anyway. But you know, you've got to play by their rules, and that's fine. But what I am going to ask you to do is follow me on Twitter. Also, I'm going to ask everybody to subscribe to the UK Freedom Movement page. I'm going to drop the link in there down below. We've got another page we're working on for the big project we're doing with all the big hitters in the movement. I'm not really going to push that until we have that finalized. But yeah, so in terms of actually subscribing and keeping in touch with me, if we do get blanket cancelled because of the deep state, then I think UK Freedom Movement is probably the best bet. And I'll drop a link in down below, and if you just sign up, all I'm looking for is an email address, just so if everything goes wrong, I can get in touch. I'll probably send an email out very, very irregularly, because again, it takes a lot of time to prep emails, so you're not going to have your inbox clogged up with me wanting to talk to you every 2 minutes. Okay, so that's what I suggest, that we share the load on the social media, build up networks as well. Whatever town or city you live in, build a network. I've got a lot of really good friends in the town I live in. We're building a little network of patriotic people, and it's good. You know, there's a couple of thousand people in one of the groups that we're dealing with. There's probably 50 to 100 people at the core of it. So that's what I suggest. Whatever town or city you're in the UK, start making friends with people that think like we do, and that means patriotic people that love the country, which shouldn't be too difficult to find. But that's my suggestion. And then what you can do, you can swap phone numbers, you can build your own little WhatsApp groups, and it adds a bit of resilience to what's happening. And also it means you can probably, when you're doing protests, you can keep the lunatics out that are going to go there and cause trouble, because that is the last thing that we want. Because the only solution that we've got to what we're dealing with is political, cultural, and spiritual. It's those three things, and they all tie in together. So And they should tie in together. It's right for them to tie in together. So yeah, first of all, sign up to my website. Just give me your email address. Secondly, follow me on Twitter. I'll drop the link into the description below. Thirdly, if you're not subscribed to this channel, subscribe, like the videos, push the videos out there as much as you possibly can. And finally, what we can do at the minute is form little groups. And once you form little groups, let us know. Let me know through my page, or through any of my pages, or through Twitter, or through YouTube. Yeah, so that's my advice. Obviously, Facebook is a lost cause. We all got ditched off Facebook many moons ago, so we're not going to get any traction on Facebook. But YouTube and Twitter at the moment, more so Twitter, seem very solid. And again, we can keep in contact through Twitter. And obviously, once you build those networks in your local area, start having meetings in pubs, whatever it is you want to do, and just start building a network that's going to be very resilient if the government does start cracking down on people purely because of what they're saying. Listen, I've been very clear. If somebody's being violent, if somebody's attacking the police, if somebody's attacking private property, if somebody's attacking an individual, totally disgusting. Don't do it. It doesn't represent what we're about. We are a peaceful movement, but we've got to protect each other in terms of free speech and building that solid network. And we want it from all generations, from 90-year-olds right the way down to young people in their mid to late teens. We want to build a real community and a really good network. And the best way to do it is organically, on your own. But again, it's like everything. You've got to decide what you believe, and you've got to know why you're building a network. And I think that's something that we're working on as well in the background, so that we can actually give a very solid ideology. And once that's totally ready, we'll let you know, and we'll start publishing those documents as well. But anyway, that's it, guys. Thanks for watching the videos. Like I say, like and subscribe. And that is my solution to the problem that we've got. We've got to build a political, cultural and spiritual network that can take on the enemies of the United Kingdom, which, as you know, are Islamism, globalism, and communism, and a bit of fascism thrown in there as well. Okay, see you guys. Bye.